Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's demo jam covering financial services apps on the AppExchange. It is March 19th. We're so glad to have you here. To introduce ourselves, my name is Jeff Grosse, and I'm a Salesforce MVP. I do this thing pretty regularly with a friend of mine named Joshua Hoskins. Joshua, how are you doing today?
I'm great, working from home as is everyone else, safe and sound. I hope everyone else is the same. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. And of course, our ever popular Amanda Nelson from the AppExchange is with us today. Hello, Amanda.
Hello, I too am working from home from Connecticut.
Exactly. So we are representing all around the world today, and you, our audience, can follow along with us alongside on Twitter. Use the hashtag DemoJam, and that'll get your comments, your Ohana, everything in here to show us that you're paying attention, that you're out there, that you're participating in the Demo Jam, and we are so happy to have you here today. You can ask questions out there on Twitter using the hashtag @DemoJam, or you can also put them in the GoToWebinar question area. So we want you to pay attention during these demos and ask questions of everybody who is demoing today. But before I tell you anything more, I really got to tell you who we've got here today. And our Demo Jam today is going to feature apps like Accounting Seed, FinancialSpectra, DBSync, Invisible, and before we go too far, we got to get some rules in here. And Joshua, he's our typical rule giver. So Joshua, tell us about the rules of a demo jam today.
The rules are still here, haven't changed. Every contestant gets 3 minutes and only 3 minutes, not 1 second above 3 minutes. All the contestants are allowed to use 0 slides, no slides allowed. And at the end, you, the audience, will stick around and have input to who's going to take home the Demo Jam trophy for this month. Really excited to get started. And they also get bragging rights as well.
Exactly. There's a great looking trophy that you get as part of this, and we're glad to give that out to a very deserving winner. Of course, all of our demos today are going to be awesome. And you as the audience, I want to make sure that you know when you hear some animals out there from the forest, that's an indication, well, you'll hear a little owl sound, and that's going to indicate that there's 30 seconds left to their demo. And when the elephant roars, that is the end of the demo jam. That's the end of the 3 minutes, but we know they've all been practicing and they're going to be ready for this. So without any further ado, I am going to introduce our first contestant today, and that is Accounting Seed. Accounting Seed is a native application that solves accounting problems directly in Salesforce. Accounting Seed handles the entire back office through its flexible and customizable platform, and it can automate nearly any accounting task, from recurring journal entries to revenue recognition. And the power of Accounting Seed is really about the open API that they have, which allows users in any industry to run their accounting their way. Accounting Seed's been one of the most popular apps on the AppExchange ever. And man, they've been out there for 7 years, and they serve businesses of all shapes and sizes, from SMBs all the way up to enterprise level accounts. And to show us how this all works today, I've got Anthony out there. Anthony, are you with us?
I am here, guys. Thanks so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here to do a demo jam with you guys today.
Well, we are glad to have you, and your 3 minutes begins now.
All right, so this is Accounting Seed. We are a fully native application on the Salesforce.com platform. So we handle all your accounting needs. We have your full general ledger. We handle accounts receivable, accounts payable. We have banking right inside the system. We have great project accounting. We do order management and inventory tracking and great financial reporting. All this inside your current Salesforce.com instance. So the first place I want to take us is an account in the system. We do share the standard Salesforce object, the account. And the reason that I'm showing you guys this today is that we overlay functionality on what you already have. We have an open architecture inside the system and the open API, like you mentioned. So really putting it's at your fingertips what you want to do with it here. But so we're looking at an account. Essentially what we've done is overlay our functionality, things like creating statements for outstanding receivables, managing payment methods. We have a fully integrated solution with Stripe so that you can receive ACH and credit card payments right inside the system. and then all of your related activities, 360-degree view of the life cycle of the customer from the time that lead comes in, you win their business through an opportunity, all sales, service, and operations, and all your accounting, things like your billings, your invoices, your cash receipts, sales orders, all of it in one place. So you have one source of truth inside your Salesforce instance to see your entire business. All right, from here, I'm going to take us back. The next thing I want to show us is a opportunity. So this is a great integration we have with Sales Cloud. A lot of our customers using the opportunity. So throughout the stages, this is all standard Salesforce until you hit that close one stage where you've now won their business and it needs to push to accounting. So there's a couple things we can do. We can calculate tax for the opportunity. We can create a project around the opportunity, recurring billing or one-off billing, or a sales order if we need to go into an order process. Today, for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to create a one-off billing. So we do share the standard Salesforce opportunity as well as the product table. So by clicking that button to create that billing, it's going to pull through all the products from the opportunity, all the data around it. And with the click of a button here, we're able to generate, email off, and have that Stripe payment link where your customer can then pay that and it'll automatically relieve it in the system. With the click of a button or using Salesforce's API, fully automate this process. So with every transaction in the system, as you're creating transactions, it is going to roll up into turnkey financial reports for you guys. So every transaction in the system can have up to 14 data tags. And what that means is really the way that you slice and dice reports is at your fingertips now, like you've never had before. Really, the world is your oyster when it comes to reporting. So I give you a handful of reports out of the box, like your P&L actual versus budget, your balance sheet, your trial balance, and your cash flow statement. You also have custom reporting, just like Salesforce, being able to use point and click, choosing your, every single column, every single row. You guys determine how you build these reports out. I'm just going to pull one open quickly for you just so you guys can see this. Being able to choose your period and then pulling through those transactions automatically, not having to sync between systems or reconcile there. So this is just scratching the surface, guys. I know it was quick and short. I just want to encourage you guys to come check us out at accountingseed.com. We have tons of features that we didn't touch on: multi-currency, multi-company. We're VAT compliant with all of Europe. So just come check us out at accountingseed.com. All right, how'd I do, guys? I think I hit the time.
You did right at the mark there. And you know what? Here's what I see and what I like about what I see. If we think about CRM, it is so much about that sales cycle, and the data that you have in it is obviously really important. It's about the people and the companies and the transactions that you're going to perform with these companies. But now when you tie it all the way through to accounting, so that all of those customers you have, now you see the value of those customers. You see when they've been paying their bills, how much they still owe you, what kind of business you have with them, and the fact that you tie CRM and financials together. It eliminates a lot of the need that folks have for a BI tool that works externally of it. And I can see how having it directly within the platform, having it all integrated like that, and even unifying the business process that says, hey, when we win this opportunity, boom, they are an account in your ledger, and man, it ties it all together and pretty slick. I love the Salesforce interface because it's what so many of us work in every day, and now you've got so much of everything that you're going to be doing as a business in there. So good job, Anthony. Appreciate you doing that. We've
Absolutely.
got to
Thank you
turn
guys
it
so
over
much.
to an audience question, though. So we're going to see, Amanda, what have we got for an audience question for him today?
Yeah, that was a great demo. I mean, getting to see so much in just 3 minutes. I know accounting can be a lot to learn about, and it's really great that you can snap and put it all in one package so quickly. The question is, do you support multi-currency?
Absolutely. So we do handle multi-currency, pretty much any currency that you can find inside of Salesforce today. And we also support multi-company, whether that be domestically or internationally. So you can have companies all over the world using all different base currencies, and we can support that for you guys.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you for that demo. Hey, audience, everybody stick around because we got a few more demos coming up, and we got to have your vote become part of this because your vote counts. It tells us who's done the best demo for the month. And Joshua, it's time to hand it over to you for our next contestant.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. So next up, we have DBSync. DBSync fills a gap for Salesforce backup, archive, and restore for compliance, a feature that was recently discontinued by Salesforce product offerings. DBSync also provides Salesforce replication to provide databases, data warehouse, data lakes, and Salesforce integrations with popular ERPs ranging from QuickBooks to Dynamics. So today we've got Connor with us, who's going to show us A little bit of all of that in 3 minutes or less. Connor, are you out there at MISPA?
Absolutely.
All set.
Okay. Over to you two. 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Hey, Connor. Got a few IT managers who were using Salesforce Backup, which we now know has been phased out, and they want to try our tool. Can we show them how it works?
Sure, Misbah. We've actually got a ton of clients in the financial services industry and healthcare who use our replication tool for just that. It comes in handy when you need to comply with regulations like SOX and FINRA. I actually have an instance already set up with my Salesforce and my database for replication, as well as history tracking. And we support everything from major databases to data stores. We can simply run an incremental update. And on the left-hand side here, you're going to see all of the objects coming in from my Salesforce. And we've got the account selected right here. And there's all the available fields. So on this right-hand side, we'll go ahead and hit source to DB incremental. It's going to take us to the log screen to show us the progress. Now, while we do that, let's check out our database. So here you can see our replication database. And here you can see our history tracking database. So you can see all of the updates made to this individual Salesforce record. Now, if we go back to the logs, we'll see the progress, and it looks like it has finished.
Aha, that works. So now how do we restore, Connor?
Yeah, great question. So on the left-hand side, we have this restore data tab. Now, we know that we updated against the account, and specifically we updated against the account named Salesforce. So if we just look that up, it's going to pull the record up. And what's really cool about this is it's going to highlight all the changes that have been made. So here you can see someone updated the address recently from Salesforce Tower to 1 Market Street, but we know that Salesforce Tower is the correct address. So we want to go ahead and restore that record. So we click restore on the bottom right-hand side here. And this is going to pull up the merge screen. Now, why this is really cool is if you're used to merging things like leads in Salesforce, this is super intuitive. So you select the correct field, so Salesforce Tower being the right address, and then hit review merge. It's going to pull up those records, and we just go ahead and click merge. And it's going to let us know as soon as it's done. Perfect. And now we can go directly to the record. And if we go to details, we'll be able to see that the address has been corrected and restored perfectly.
Impressive. So it solves the backup and restore issue and also adheres with regulatory compliance like SOX and FINRA. Perfect.
You got it.
Thanks, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. That was definitely a lot in a short amount of time. So me being as a developer and also an integrations guru, I love the fact that you have the ability to replicate your data from Salesforce into what I would call a neutral data repository. And the reason why that's important is there are so many other applications or skill sets or tools once you get it into a neutral repository that can pick up and leverage that data, such reporting, BI platforms. You mentioned a couple like data lakes and things of that nature. And then the added feature of being able to merge your records and sort of restore is like icing on the cake. It really is all of those things in one. You've got backup, you've got restore, you've got integration. And I think when you can replicate your data in an enterprise organization to a normalized data source, it just opens up the possibilities of doing more things with more tools as opposed to connecting directly to the Salesforce API. Which is very powerful in itself. But being able to have database developers who are used to writing SQL, write SQL language on your Salesforce data is just an acceleration to get more powerful reporting internal to your organization. So thank you so much for sharing all that. Really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thanks.
Cool. Amanda, what questions do we have out there from the audience?
Yes, we are getting questions. And folks, if you have any, feel free to drop them in the chat here or on Twitter with #DemoJam. The question is, can you set up DBSync to automatically back up every 30 minutes?
This is Rajiv. Yes, you can back it up every 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, every night. And usually when you are architecting a backup system, there might be tables that are very active and there might be tables that are not as active. And you can control how you want to back up each one and where do you want to back up. Some might go to a data lake, some might go to a data store or a database. So you have a lot of flexibility with how you would want to back up all of Salesforce or individual segments of Salesforce.
That's perfect. Very flexible tool. Glad to have it on the platform and at today's demo jam. We've got a couple more up for you. Like Amanda and Jeff mentioned, please make sure that you stay tuned in and engage. Listen to all the demo jams because you will be able to pick one and only one winner for today's trophy. Jeff, who do we have up next?
The next one today is SmartCloud Connect. SmartCloud Connect is an enterprise class solution that brings Salesforce right into your inbox and calendar. It's highly customizable, allows you to synchronize email, meetings, and tasks between your Salesforce and Office 365 Outlook or Gmail even. Using its contextual sidebar, which you're going to see in just a moment, you can see and edit everything you need to about leads, contacts, opportunities, and other custom objects right inside of your inbox. I tell you what, this sounds pretty slick, sounds pretty important because obviously there's so much transactional and relational data found in email. Let's figure out how we can do that. And to show us today, I've got David. Hey, David, are you out there?
Hey guys, how are you? This is David. How are you?
Excellent. Well, good to have you with us. And I think it's time that you jump in and show us what you got. So your 3 minutes begins now.
Hey guys, David Eisenstadt here, RVP here in Atlanta for Invisible, otherwise known as SmartCloud Connect. We've been an AppExchange partner since 2006. As a former enterprise Salesforce rep myself for many years, I know from the customers, especially with financial services, what we all struggle with is Salesforce adoption, right? So that is really the goal that we have here at SmartCloud, is essentially creating a window into Salesforce. So what SmartCloud Connect is, we are a top enterprise class solution for integrating Salesforce with an Outlook or Gmail, that actually works, right? We're essentially your everyday mobile window into Salesforce.com. So you can see here from my screen, I'm going to start my day with my inbox. This is completely mobile ready as well. You can see that sidebar. Many companies can connect emails to Salesforce. We're not reinventing the wheel there, but what we do is we really integrate with custom objects. The more custom objects that your customer has, the better suited that we are for them. So you can have your everyday integrations and interactions with the Salesforce with all of your custom objects directly from this plus sign. Cases, opportunities, tasks, events. You can see here from my email that we also replace Calendly with many features as well. With a Book Me feature, you can actually pick time windows. So we're actually doing a triangle method of calendar sync from within your Outlook or Gmail cal to your Salesforce calendar, and it's intuitive to leave off any personal calendar appointments that you may have, right? If it's associated to an account or opportunity, the system's going to be smart enough to know that, and it can sync those calendars if you deem fit. All right, so then we're going to launch directly into the revenue grid, which is revenue acceleration portion, and you can see it's built directly natively within Salesforce, and then you can actually monitor your opportunities cleanly and efficiently, understanding what your health status is between different opportunities, who you're spending the most time with, where you might need to change. Okay, this opportunity looks good, why you may be weak, why the opportunity may not close, and it's going to give you that 360-degree holistic view within your opportunity, all based on your sidebar interactions. So it's not just data that you're inputting within Salesforce, it's actually cross-referencing those communications from within Outlook while cleaning your database on a automatic sync that you don't need to do, and we auto sync every 5 minutes. So you can see when the last activity was, your first touch, your last touch. Hey, it's been 5 days since my last response. I might need to do something here. So essentially the main reason for having an empty Salesforce is because people just don't spend enough time doing manual entries within Salesforce. So let's automate that process, huh? I like it. Thank you guys very much. 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Thank you.
Yeah, man, I was just about ready to catch you, and then that didn't happen. But I tell you what, I was not expecting everything I saw there. So when I look at it from the description of being able to connect your inbox to Salesforce, obviously there's a lot of really good information there, but I was not expecting the revenue grid, which seems like an amazing add-on to really understand the correlation between the communications you're having, the deals you're closing, what is most, what's being paid attention to, where
Yeah.
you're also missing information, and tying it all together is so important. And to even include some of the features like being able to schedule time with people, being able to see collaborative calendars, being able to immediately process things and not have to jump out to another system in order to bring it into Salesforce. Looks like not only are you revealing a bunch of data inside of the native Gmail, the native email client, but now you're tying it together in so many useful ways. So good job. I appreciate seeing that. I got to
Thank
turn it
you.
over to Amanda. And yeah,
Yeah,
let's see what our audience has been asking. Amanda, what do you got?
ducking a duck.
Yes, great demo today. There are questions coming in, so keep them coming. Let's see. The question is, how can I be more efficient while still satisfying my company's requirements to make sure I log my activity in Salesforce?
Great question, right? I think now during this this current climate, everybody's thinking about the same thing. How do I stay productive while working from home? And how do I become more visible to my management, right? Everybody needs to know that we're still working when we're working from home. This is an automated visibility tool that's going to drastically increase your Salesforce usage and statistics by syncing all of those emails without you even having to do a thing, right? So this is making me working from home so much more productive and having that visibility. So my CEO, my managers, my VPs, they understand what I'm doing since we're not in the office together. So productivity plus visibility equals Smart Cloud Connect.
Excellent. Well, good job. And man, to know that you've been on the AppExchange that long, that is tenure, I tell you. That is like
Yeah.
I kind of wondered, were you guys one of the first 10 apps that were out there? Because you had to have been close.
Yeah, we were. So again, I was a
Man.
longtime Salesforce person. So a lot of people didn't hear about us, right? We started in Europe, and
Mhm.
just the last few years, we've really been focusing on North America, South America. So a lot of people haven't heard of us, but we've been around for a long time. We've been a Microsoft partner for a very long time too. So our Outlook integration is second to none. And now we're really putting the pedal to the metal with Gmail integration as well. We know that everyone at Salesforce uses Gmail. So our tool is Gmail ready.
Excellent. All right. Well, good job today. Appreciate you doing the demo. We got another one to get through, though, and we got to see. Joshua, tell us who our next contestant is, and looking forward to seeing how we get this next demo. We got to everybody pay attention because we got voting coming up.
All
Voting
right,
is important.
everyone stay tuned. It is important. So next up, we've got Prism Lending Suite. So Prism Lending Suite is an innovative loan management solution designed specifically to meet the needs of modern day lenders and enables them to launch loan products fast, handle complex processes with ease, and deliver exceptional customer value. You can rapidly originate, underwrite, fund, and service loans of any kind of lending products, and it provides a 360-degree view of the entire lending portfolio. Prism Lending Suite is a highly customizable, feature-rich, quick to implement, and 100% Salesforce native application. Wow. So for me, I'm pretty excited to see this demo because I have done very few financial services implementations in my time. So I'm looking forward to learn something today. Simran, are you out there?
Yeah, hey Joshua, thanks for the intro.
Cool. Show us what you got in 3 minutes or less. Good luck.
All right, thank you. So we can see that the financial industry is ever changing, and to adopt to those financial regulations, specifically in lending, it becomes really tough for the lending institutes. So Prism comes with a rich set of configuration, which makes it easy to manage any changes that are happening to the products that you're offering to the customer, be it offering different kind of pricings or setting up different kind of fees. It's just simple setups that you configure in the system, and the system adapts to these setups as and when their date of activity. So Prism comes in multiple modules, which offer the origination, servicing, and collection features to a lending institute. Our origination feature is basically managing your loan application, capturing all the information from what customer has requested, showing all the financials of the customer, managing all the documents that are required for your applications to be processed, and any other related information that goes along with your loan product, be it a mortgage or a car loan or any business loan that you're after. So Prism is equipped with an inbuilt pricing calculator, which generates the full repayment schedule by giving you the option of using the most advanced calculation features that you can use and draw any kind of repayment schedule for your loan contract. Now, once your loan applications are processed and funded, they are converted into a lending contract, which is more of a transactional record that keeps the full history starting from the disbursement of the loan to its final payment. So all the transactions that are happening on the contracts are all kept on Salesforce. That gives you the ability to generate the information like getting a payoff quote on that will give you the most accurate information about the outstanding amount for your active contracts. And all these financial informations are kept at different balances level that gives you the option to easily integrate that with your accounting engine and managing different allocations of the funds in different balances pretty easily. Any payments that are coming into the into Prism can be easily integrated with any of the payment processor. And once the payment comes in and processed successfully, it then allocates the fund depending upon the outstanding dues and gives you the full visibility that what kind of transaction and allocations to the different balances that has been posted. So this and many more, all on Salesforce natively, gives your company the best outlook of your lending portfolio and how best you can serve your customers.
That's great, definitely. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate you taking us a tour through, the application. What I really like to see here is the information organized in a very nice, neat, and concise way. You can see here where you've got a mix of list views and data tables, but the key thing here is it's pretty much all of the information you need, like I said earlier, to deliver an exceptional customer experience, because you don't have to flip from one system to the other to see everything there. And tying back those data points with visual indicators such as graphs around outstanding balances only makes the tool much more intuitive. Going back to the setup in the screen, it's much more than just delivering and servicing these loans, but also being able to accept the applications and set up the segments that I saw, and also just set up the product. And so a lot of the metadata is all configurable on the platform. I think that's important. Again, not having to go to another system. So with all these modules tightly integrated together, there's no doubt that it's a drop-in solution for all those modern day loan providers. So thanks so much for providing your demo today.
Sure.
Cool. Amanda, what questions do we have out there from the audience?
Yes, a great demo, and that was the last demo of today's demo jam, so hang on because we're going to open up voting after this question. The question is, does Prism have a backup archive solution?
Yes, we do. So we know that loan applications and lending contracts, so once they have they pretty much go through their life cycle, and after a certain period of time you want to archive that data. So we use Salesforce big objects to push all the data in over there and freeing up a lot of space for your new applications and new contracts.
All right, and with that, I tell you what, audience, it's time for your participation. It's time to jump in, get ready to vote. So you've seen 4 demos today, and they've been good stuff. Joshua and I, we always enjoy this partly because we get to see stuff we haven't seen before, but you as the voting audience now you get to go in there and say who you think did the best demo today. Joshua, hey, just want to make sure everybody out there is voting. Joshua, are you planning on let's see. Well, I was going to say there's life has changed lately, but it with being able to work from home like many of us have for many years, fortunately Salesforce has been some technology to enable so much to happen, even though our world is kind of in a bit of a turmoil right now. Working from home and utilizing Salesforce is definitely something we can do, and something you can appreciate,
Every
being able
8%.
to be
Connect
remote.
SAISY23 and Joshua's iPhone X SAI.
Well, I would agree with you, Jeff. I think now in this time especially, it's good to lean on each other for helping each other, but also just getting advice on how to manage things in this new world right now. How are things in your area, Jeff?
We've been doing well. I tell you what, it's kind of one of these strange things when you go out and you see grocery store shelves empty and that, but thankfully I and family have been well, and it's one of those things where you really become thankful for the little things, and it definitely changes perspective. But I tell you what, it's also so amazing when I think about business continuity and all of the things that we've talked about before, with it being able to move contact centers on the fly when disaster strikes, and the abilities that Salesforce gives you. I mean, this is not an ad for Salesforce, but simply an acknowledgement of the fact that so many of us in some ways have been prepared for the need for doing this sometimes, especially around contact centers and that. And even though things seem to be evolving from day to day, it is something we can be so thankful for, that there is some business continuity planning that's all going on before that, so we can maintain some semblance of normalcy.
And there are also people being very creative in these crazy times, delivering what they would normally deliver in person, delivering it virtually. I know that there are several workout classes and things like that. So I think in this time of need and working from home, and I just call it a crazy time, there's also a lot of opportunity to innovate and change up things as well. So yeah, I just think there's a lot of creation going on, but there's also a lot of let me figure out what works for me and how can we do this in a different way. And I think people are really thinking outside the box and stretching our norm to the next level, education happening virtually. I mean, there's just it's opening so many opportunities.
It is. It's been good to see how people have come together, and how we can even leverage the experiences of others, like many of us who have worked from home for a long time, helping out some people who normally it's been so they've been so used to working in an office environment, that being at home and working from that place, especially when more family is around and it becomes more challenging, it's just good to be able to see the community come around and give advice. And you know what? I want to thank our audience today, especially for participating in this. I know it may be not your usual Thursday afternoon activity. We appreciate you being out there as part of the audience and participating. And you know what, Joshua? The audience has participated, and it's time that we actually say who the winner is, because we got a winner. Joshua, are you ready?
I am ready. I'm also looking for my name in GoToWebinar and I can't find it. So Amanda, would you please send me the presentation? Oh, okay, I already have it.
If
Here we go.
anyone can
Yes, I'm
help
There it goes.
find Joshua,
I'm here.
I cannot come to India right now, Joshua. I am unfortunately cannot do that. I would if I could.
That's okay. I'd love to have you. Jeff, are you ready?
I am ready. Go for it, Joshua. You are the man.
All right. The March 19th, 2019 winner for financial
Wait,
apps.
2019. Wait a second. We're not going back in time, brother.
2020. Oh my goodness. 2020. 2020. March 2020 Financial Apps Demo Jam AppExchange Demo Jam winner is Accounting Seed. Congratulations.
Woo!
Hey,
Thank you, guys.
good job.
So Accounting Seed, would you like to say any words? And,
I mean, sure, why not? When you get the, I mean, I feel a little bit like Leonardo DiCaprio at the Oscars. Like I don't know what to say. But I really just want to, you know, thank my team for working with me. Everyone from marketing to sales to development team that over-engineered the product that we put together and constantly working to, you know, better the product to serve our customers. Everybody else on the Demo Jam today, including the other vendors as well as the Demo Jam team. Really, I love the community and the family that everyone puts together, looking out for the best for the customers. And I think that, you know, Salesforce put together a strong vision that that's the goal. And everyone has the same, you know, goal for our customers to best serve them and help them the best way we can. So I appreciate you guys giving us the floor to show what we can do. I appreciate everybody coming together and showing what we have as a team around the world. And I think it's really awesome to come together and do something like this. So thank you guys. I'm going to take my bragging rights to the bank with me. I don't know about the trophy, but the bragging rights I'll stick with. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Thank you guys so much.
Trophies in the mail.
Thank you.
Trophies in the
Yeah,
mail.
well,
Perfect.
yeah. Amanda, why don't you close us out today?
Yes, thank you so much. Congratulations to Accounting Seed. Check out AppExchange, appdemojam.com. You can see all of today's participants. Look at their listing, check out more and install their solutions to test them out, try them out in your sandbox. We also have consultants on AppExchange, lots of different types of solutions like components and bolts and lightning data. So there's plenty to check out there. And we want to thank you for being one of the amazing numbers we've achieved with that. We couldn't have done that without our customers, over 7 million installs and over 80,000 peer reviews. So thank you for that. Stay tuned. Now that you are registered for this webinar, you can join us same time, same place next month in April. We'll be highlighting MVP's favorite apps, which is pretty cool. So join us then. That's it for us, and have a good day, everybody. Stay healthy.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks again.